Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, Playable Games! Let's see what Santa Claus has brought everybody this year. Welcome to the future of gaming. I'm Invincible, and this is another episode of Playable Games Weekly. Playable Games is a community of gamers, node owners, and bullcoin traders. We produce PC games that utilize blockchain technology, giving you complete control over your in-game assets. We launched in February of 2022. That first year was primarily spent in stealth mode, building the foundations for the future. This year, we're looking back at 2023, our second year since founding Playable Games. In contrast, 2023 was a year filled with constant internal and external activity, all geared towards the release of our flagship game, NEXUS. But first, let's catch up on the latest Playable Games news. Our team has been actively gathering valuable feedback from the closed alpha test of both STARVIN MARTIan and ORDINEM. This crucial input is set to play a pivotal role in shaping the upcoming development phase for those titles in the upcoming year. This week, Old Bull sat down with Jesus Martinez, the creator formerly known as Classy Games, for an AMA. Please do take the time to catch up on that chat. The link will be in the description below. NEXUS is gaining popularity, partly due to the success of our weekly community gatherings on Friday nights. So if you haven't yet, come join us and play NEXUS for free this Friday at 8 p.m. your local time. I'll see you on the battlefield. Thanks to all the very important bulls taking part in the closed alpha test of ORDINEM. There are some ORDINEM tutorials available now, so please visit our Discord to learn more about those resources. As always, we encourage you to submit your ideas and feedback to our forum in Discord. As we reflect on the journey since our launch in February of 2022, it's clear that our first year was a time of strategic stealth, laying the groundwork for what was to come. This week, we're taking a moment to look back at 2023, a year marked by relentless progress and excitement, all leading up to the release of our flagship game, NEXUS. Let's take a closer look. Kicking off 2023 in January, we embarked on an ambitious journey to build NEXUS. Our goal was audacious but clear, to go from nothing but an idea to launch a closed beta test in under 90 days, aiming for a March release. In February, we hit a major milestone, celebrating our first Bulliversary. Meanwhile, our dev team ramped up their efforts, pushing hard to meet the challenging deadlines of delivering NEXUS's closed beta test in under 60 days, targeting that March release date. March was a landmark month for us, as the closed beta test for NEXUS successfully launched on the Epic Games Store. We met our deadline, and this pivotal moment marked our transition out of stealth mode. This set the stage for an exciting phase of game launches beginning in September. April saw the initiation of Phase 1 marketing, signaling a new chapter in our journey. We began scouting for fresh talent to expand our dynamic team. Meanwhile, pre-production for STARVIN MARTIan and ORDINEM kicked off, laying the groundwork for these exciting projects. May was a pivotal month for us at Playable Games. Our blockchain developers utilized the crucial time during NEXUS's development to construct our very own chain. This strategic move was aimed at providing our gamers with the best possible experience in the years ahead. The result was the launch of the Playable Mainnet, built on the robust AVAX infrastructure, marking a significant milestone in our journey. We also implemented a deflationary strategy for our bullcoin. Now, 10% of the purchase price from NFT sales on our marketplace is permanently burned, enhancing the coin's value over time. Did somebody say burn? Merry Christmas! Somebody's gonna be on the naughty list. You know who's on Santa's nice list? All you believers. In June, we expanded our listing portfolio by adding Mexi, joining the ranks alongside Trader Joe, Bitmart, and Lbank. In July, we commissioned a rebuild of our website and released a new version of our white paper. Everyone was really excited because the open beta test for NEXUS was just a few weeks away. In August, we delivered on our promise with the launch of the NEXUS open beta test. It was a month packed with intense development, sparking great excitement within our community about the game's release in September. September was a landmark month for us with 3 major highlights. Firstly, we marked our 18-month journey through a bear market. Secondly, The release of Nexus was a resounding success, trending as the #1 game on the Epic Games Store in its debut week. Lastly, we rolled out Surprise September, a special initiative designed to thank our dedicated community for their unwavering support during challenging times. This event offered something special for every member of our community. October marked the beginning of Phase 2 in our marketing strategy, a significant milestone for Playable Games. This phase was particularly exciting as we now had playable games to showcase, adding a new dimension to our list of achievements. We also brought in Old Man Smithers as our Node Ambassador in October. This was a big step for us. It means our node owners now have someone who really gets what they need and can speak for them. Old Man Smithers knows a lot about owning nodes, the good and the tough parts. He's here to make sure both the company and the node owners get the best out of everything. He created the first node owners package to ensure both the company and the node owners get the best out of everything. A win-win for all. On November 3rd, Nexus's first content update went live. This update brought a fresh batch of skins, which are still up for grabs on the NFT store. But that's not all. We also unveiled our marketplace, giving our community a place to sell and trade their skins and NFTs. Plus, we rolled out a new and improved version of our dashboard app, all part of our commitment to constantly enhance your gaming experience. November continued to deliver excitement. Our exclusive one-off node sale was a complete sellout, and we didn't stop there. We gifted 100 free nodes to lucky participants in the sale. For every node purchased, buyers received a ticket in our special draw. One fortunate node owner even hit the jackpot, winning 3 free nodes in our lottery. It was a month of big wins and big smiles for the Playable Games community. November was a whirlwind of activity, especially for our OG node owners. We launched the final part of our node owners package, offering them a chance to double their holdings at half the price. The response was phenomenal. In just under 24 hours, we sold 886 nodes. It was an incredible display of enthusiasm and support from our believers. December caps off 2023 on a high note. We're wrapping up with the success of our OG node owner sale and diving into 2 exciting closed alpha tests for STARVIN Martian and ORDINEM. It's a strong finish to an incredible year at Playable Games. This year, especially the last quarter, has been a game changer for Playable Games across our entire ecosystem. We've moved the needle for all 3 foundational members of our community. Node sales have gained daily momentum, with 12.8% of our total 50,000 node supply now sold. We've hit all-time highs in our coin price, with unprecedented trading volumes, catapulting us into the top 500 projects worldwide. And most importantly, we've launched 3 playable games, setting a solid foundation for 2024 as we gear up to revolutionize play-to-earn gaming on a global scale. The buzz around Playable Games is growing louder by the day. Building through the bear market meant we flew under the radar for a while, but now the tide is turning. More and more people in the know are discovering us, diving into what we're all about, and talking about us more than ever. We're feeling the love and couldn't be more grateful. Here are a few content creators we think you should hear from this week. Crypto Sensei.
All right, everybody, welcome. I am so happy and excited and thankful that Old Bull sent some time or put aside some time to come in and speak with our community here inside of Cryptonaires.
So yeah, we did. We launched in very 2nd of Feb 2022. Yeah. We started like in November the year before in 2021. But by the time we actually got everything built and launched, it was 2022. And we caught 1 month of nice, strong bull at the end as the bull closed out. But yeah, it closed out really heavy after that first month. But we'd raised about $8 million, bought a couple of games, hired a very good dev team, and we're now fully positioned, I would say pretty much perfectly for this next bull run. So we've got 3 games will be out by the end of this year. So we've got the last one being released next week on the 11th. We've got 37 staff now around the world.
Wow.
And full-time staff. We've ended up exactly where we thought we'd end up at this time. So we're actually
I love
really
that.
happy.
I love that. And just going back to that, you had the time, you took the time, you came in right when you guys launched. And I know our community bought, I don't even know how many nodes, but several thousand nodes kind of right off the bat. And we love supporting new projects early. And this was all like pre-white paper, pre-amazing new website that you guys have built out. You guys just look really good right now.
Your friend, Andy.
Next on the list are my PLAYA3ULL nodes. PLAYA3ULL is one of my favorite gaming crypto projects out there. I've been excited about this project for over a year now. I've mentioned it in many of my videos just like this over the past year, though I have often lamented that the earnings weren't that great. Well, the good news is that in all that time, I have just accumulated more and more bull tokens from my nodes. And this year, PLAYA3ULL is up over 3,600% in price, and I have bought more nodes. I now have 12 PLAYA3ULL nodes that will make about $3,589 in the next 30 days. So all of a sudden, these nodes are making serious money. To date, I've put about $28,600 in to get my nodes, and I've accumulated about $25,000 worth of the token so far. This is a position that I plan to add to over the next year. I think this is like buying Gala Games back when their nodes were less than $10,000, nodes that now cost over $100,000 to buy.
Jesus Martinez.
Let's talk about your games, because I've been seeing a lot of announcements on them, and let's actually go ahead and showcase these. So Nexus was the first game that I actually got ahead and played. I know that Nexus is getting an update and it's going to be better, and you guys are super excited about that. But in its initial form, what was the feedback for Nexus?
Nexus and ORDINEM have both been built to be 10-year games. So we didn't want to build those first few games that were what I call throwaway games. Like in a lot of people say, oh, we're building a game and you'll be able to play it, and you might play it 4 or 5 times and then that's it. And you've bought a couple of NFTs and now you don't really want to play it anymore. Well, Nexus isn't that. Nexus is like League of Legends. It's being built out to be a long-term game. We've got a goal for Nexus that probably 2 years away will be where it's starting to hit its proper straps. What we've tried to build at this point is the base game and make it perform the way it should. And you've played it. I'm sure you'll agree it's smooth, and it actually does.
It's not there yet, but it's definitely smooth.
Yeah. Well, that's been our first goal, is get it smooth, and we've spent the last couple of months getting the balance fairly right.
Hustlepedia from In the Game.
And I get asked a ton about these two coming up. PLAYA3ULL Games, first of all, it literally was touching a new all-time high here. It got above that 1 cent mark, and then altcoins kind of took a little bit of a hit. Bitcoin took a small hit, and now we're back at that 0 and 8 level. So about a little bit off of that 1 cent mark. But I mentioned here that I saw that it would make a huge push, and it did. It crossed that 1 cent line, but that 1 cent mark's been pretty hard to hold. I think that once it does surpass this on its next leg, it's going to be a huge move. But I think an even better play at this point, like we got PLAYA3ULL Games. We're up 9x on our position. So like, I think that this one can still run quite a bit. Don't get me wrong. And in the full bull, I see this circulating being multi-$100 million market cap easily based on what they're doing. But I think the low-hanging fruit play, I think that the nodes are the play in this ecosystem right now. You can jump in, you earn those 1,000 coins a day, and you're just stacking up those coins passively. And as they keep selling, these prices on the nodes are going to go up. Like I've stacked up quite a bit of nodes.
And Superman.
Next up, we have got PLAYA3ULL Games. Now, to me, this is my ultimate. This, to me, I mean, look, it's just outside of being a microcap. Just outside. 59 million. Microcap is 50 million. And to me, this can go places. This, to me, is the best gaming ecosystem on Avalanche. So if you are making the ultimate play on Avalanche games, it's playable. It can only be playable. So this, to me, is the next Gala, in my opinion. We've come outside of a game season. I have got 4 nodes. 4 nodes on PLAYA3ULL Games. So I had this running for a couple of weeks. And I claimed it last night, and I claimed 79,000 tokens, which is the equivalent of 70. That's in 2 weeks. $722. And in since last night, so this is like what? How many hours ago was this? Probably 18 hours ago. I've already generated nearly 4,000 more. So this is, I forced myself to DCA into Playable because I think that this is an insane, gaming project, and I don't want to miss out on it. So at least with the nodes, I am constantly buying it. It's almost like forced to DCA. You're generating it either way, regardless of the price. And then if it goes down super low, I'll probably make a bigger investment. But to me, Playable Games is a mega cryptocurrency, and the guys behind it are awesome guys, and they're well connected. They're in Neo Tokyo. So I would say that on a 55 million market cap, which it is now, when I first spoke about Playable Games, it was at 0.002. And that was when I called it a 100x. It's since gone up 5x from there. So I would say now, it's still got 50x potential, which is very realistic for the number one games developer on Avalanche at this point. There is a game that's also big on Avalanche, which is Shrapnel. But as far as games developer is concerned, Playable is number one to me. And this is the gala of the next bull market. So this could be anything from 50 to 100x. 100x is not impossible. 6.4 billion is not impossible for a...
Thanks to all of our content creators and believers for sharing this information with your communities. We appreciate your enthusiasm. Let us know in the comments below why you are bullish. And for 24-hour coverage on all things Playable Games, head over to our Discord channel and say hi. You can trade Bullcoin on MetaMask, Trader Joe, 1inch, LBank, Mexi, and Bitmart. CoinGecko currently shows the price at 0.008 or 0.8 of a penny. The market cap is currently $59 million. We have now sold 12.8% of the total 50,000 nodes available. Current price for a node is $6,500, and there are 84 nodes left at the current price. There are 1.5 billion bull tokens staked in the HODL lottery. That's 20% of the total circulating supply that's locked up on our dashboard. I hope you all learned something this week during our recap, and if you did, please hit that like button to tell YouTube to share it with other viewers. Subscribe for Playable Games content and hit that bell for notifications. Thanks for watching. I'm Bruno, aka Invincible, and I'll see you all again in 2 weeks. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and have a safe New Year.